Call of Duty, man. Where's this series gone? What's happened to it, you know? We started so humbly. Finest hour, Call of Duty 1. And what's the series turned into? This. Ugh. Oh, God, I ain't even opened this one, but ugh. Even this. How'd they fuck this up? COD 4 Remastered. Come on, boys. Infinity Ward, you know what you guys need to do? Something real important, all right? With Modern Warfare 2019, we gotta do something, okay? Let me show you. You know what you gotta do, Infinity Ward? Let me show you. You need to step it up, bro. You need to step it up.
Well, what's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and just like I said, it's time for Modern Warfare 2019 and Infinity Ward to step up. Not to be confused with Step Up the movie. So, I've been playing through Call of Duty Ghosts and formulating my review and video on that, and it's just got me thinking, man. Ever since that game, Call of Duty has been in decline in so many areas. Maybe it's just me, but I think the Call of Duty community, with the last few releases, has been pleasantly upset, consistently angry, criticizing everything, and I'm part of that boat. I'm not trying to act like I'm a saint and, you know, I'm the best man out there, because I'm just an act man. So how can the guys at Infinity Ward bring this back around, bring it home, and give us just a kick-ass Call of Duty game that takes the awful taste of COD World War II and Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 3 and parts of Black Ops 4 and just allows us to process that and vomit it back up. And so now we can shove some Modern Warfare 2 into our mouths and Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. What can they do to bring this back, to step up? You know, they just need to make improvements in so many areas. And as we draw closer to the multiplayer reveal on August 1st, we've got some things to talk about. You and I, we need to have the talk. At this point, I've played through every campaign except for Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty 2, Advanced Warfare, and Infinite Warfare. So I like to think I have a pretty good idea on Call of Duty campaigns, what they do well, what they could do better. And I think so many of the keys to success lie in Black Ops 2. For some reason, Black Ops 2 was this just like fish out of water success with the campaign. Like for whatever reason, they decided to chase after that non-linear story and level design, and I have no idea why they haven't chased that since. It's like, give us Modern Warfare, put a twist on it. Yeah, you're gonna have probably the more serious, the more grounded military conflicts, maybe some terrorist attacks, maybe some no Russian vibes, but like, put a spin on that, man. Bring back the choice of story, of path, bring back more open level design. I just feel like Black Ops 2 nailed it so well in every aspect, and yet it still had those intrinsic components that we associate with a Call of Duty campaign. Some of those smarter gamers and YouTubers, mainly my boy Ray, thought it was a marketing gimmick, and Activision knew in advance that they would be releasing a campaign, so they did Black Ops 4 without a campaign, and now they're doing Modern Warfare with a campaign, and it's gonna spark that interest again, because it's like new Coke, right? They swapped out old Coke, put in new Coke, people hated it, and so they gave it back to them, sales skyrocketed. Could be the same principle, could be they're doing the same thing. Regardless, Black Ops 4's Specialist HQ was terrible, not even worth playing. Now, when it comes to the campaigns, it's like the cracks have started to show for me very clearly. Call of Duty campaigns are just far too linear, man. Switch it up. That's one of the things the series has struggled with the most. Where to change and where to keep things the same. Alright, but if you change the ultra specific linear design, I guarantee you people will have a blast with the campaign. They will want to replay it. They will love the story. They will want to talk about it. They will want to discover Easter eggs. They will want to spend a lot of time in the single player campaign. You have to make it worth its while, Infinity Ward. You have to do the dirty work. You already have the benefit of characters we know and love, so how could you fuck that up? It's like the campaigns will often just rely exclusively on characters telling you what to do. Like, sit down, go here, stay quiet, go over there, go prone, shoot that guy, get in the tank, shoot the turret, fly the helicopter, do my taxes, do my homework, go pick up my wife from the airport, stop being a fucking asshole at football games. It's like, imagine just being run through life with one of those Call of Duty narrators. It's like hand-holding. There's too much hand-holding, man. I think the audience is mature enough. It's rated M. Rated M games. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm some multi-millionaire marketing expert who knows exactly what's gonna make the most money and draw the most people in. I'm just a longtime fan of the series that I think I know what fans want and what I want especially, so that's all this video is. This is not a fucking business advice 101 starring your boy Axeman. Alright, this is not class, okay? So we got a quick peek at some gameplay when they released the 2v2 mode, which is kind of like a bizarre thing to start with. Why not start with something that's like different or new or epic in a sense? Like, I am intrigued. Of the 3 maps they showed, it's like, yeah, they look fun. I think you're gonna need about 8 or 10 of them to keep the mode interesting and playable. If people are gonna play it a whole lot, you're gonna need to have a lot of maps, Infinity Ward, and they can't all be the 3-lane design. We'll get to that later. I'm intrigued by the game. I'm intrigued by the premise of the initial reveal trailer. How are they gonna, you know, do Modern Warfare but better and different? You know, Call of Duty has this amazing talent, this amazing reach and pull that it hasn't like died off yet under Activision's wing when they were responsible for the murder and death of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and Guitar Hero. It's like they milked those series to death. So Call of Duty has had this like almost alien survival instinct that, you know, it keeps going on year after year, game after game. It's like despite all the issues, Call of Duty still brings in so much money. It's ridiculous. Like, people haven't gotten tired of it. Although mainstream critics have and probably always will give the Call of Duty series a very uninspired handjob, but a handjob nonetheless, for special privileges, early access, invites to these events, and likely some money too. I think they're getting paid for it. Point I'm trying to get to is ever since Ghost, the public perception has dropped considerably while mainstream perception has always stayed, you know, at uninspired handjob level. And I'm ranting a bit here, but it makes you wonder, like, how many Call of Duty YouTubers are covering all of these games because they want to? Or is it because they've been locked into this type of content and are more or less passionately or feigning the passion and just churning it out there? Like, if the only games I could cover were Call of Duty, well, let's just say someone would be pulling a no Russian up in here. What I'm getting at, I want you to step up, Infinity Ward. With Modern Warfare, you have a big chance here. Every Call of Duty is another opportunity. It's your turn to bet, Infinity Ward, so let's knock one out of the park. Now, back to the 2v2 mode. Maps look fun. Yes, they're gonna need more of them because they look small and repetitive, which of course, it's a 2v2 one life elimination mode. I mean, what do you expect? But the guns, the reload animations, the graphics, it is sexy as fuck. Man, the sound effects, I can't tell you, the biggest problem I had with Call of Duty in the past was like the same reload animations, the same sound effects. So anytime they switch it up and just make it look sexy and fresh, it gets me back into it just like that. Gunplay looks pretty great and solid too. I think the kill times feel nice. Not too long, not too short. Looks like they're gonna be ditching the health bar, which it was at least interesting to try in Black Ops 4. But it makes you wonder, is this mode gonna hold the torch to Modern Warfare 3's face-off? I mean, is there gonna be 1v1, 3v3, 4v4 alongside this? Because if not, it's kinda like, where's the content sort of thing. I really do gotta give them credit here. The guns look fantastic. They sound amazing. And having great graphics and immersive sound plays a huge role in keeping players coming back. You know, that's why I felt so much drive to keep playing Battlefield 1, it was just a spectacle and the weapons all sounded great. What modes are going to be revealed at this reveal? Are we going to bring back Spec Ops? Spec Ops missions? Are we going to have survival mode? Are we going to bring back Extinction even? That's a possibility. So what about search and rescue? That mode was hella fun. Let's see it make a comeback, you know? Are we gonna see anything for the first time? Is this all gonna be kind of regurgitated crap? It just kind of feels like at a certain point Call of Duty stopped trying to improve itself and more so just like had that instinctive survival trait kick in after Ghosts. And you know, maybe that has something to do with the semi-robotic development process of 3 studios working around the clock, around the year, to churn these games out as quickly as possible. Although, in a lot of ways, Modern Warfare 2019 does look like Infinity Ward is stepping up. I hope they try new things. I hope they succeed. I hope they do better than the last 3 games we had in the series. Although, I think at this point it is quite foolish to expect that we'll be able to escape any loot boxes or monetization schemes or tiers copying off Fortnite. Activision is always going to pull the shadiest and most profitable moves they can if they can get away with it. That's just the way Call of Duty is. There's no escaping that. It's going to manipulate people as always, which is shitty. So I don't think it's more than a meme, but we have confirmation that the map selection in Modern Warfare is not going to consist of exclusively 3-lane maps. Literally all it is just a tweet that says they aren't. So take it with a nugget of salt, right? Because this is just a tweet. I mean, maps need to improve, for God's sake. Black Ops 4 was awful. World War II was awful. I don't give a shit what the competitive COD players want. Your casual fan base wants this, wants something interesting. You don't have to go back to Ghosts level. I mean, people probably forgive you for that, okay? Infinity Ward, I think you can try experimental things and people aren't going to want to murder you for it, all right? You can do better. You can experiment. Remember that breaching door on Warhawk and Ghosts? Yeah, that was really cool. You could breach a door. You could open doors. You could do all sorts of cool stuff in some of these old maps. Don't just have them be static, boring, 3-lane, small 5v5 bullshit, boring-ass gameplay. To me, that's what it is. If you enjoy it, all good, do your thing. But it's like, we need to go back to 6v6. 5v5 is not engaging enough. It's also great news that there's not going to be specialists, but you know, there's just so much to look forward to with this multiplayer reveal, guys. You know, these are some of the things that I want to see. These are the things that I think most people want to see. Fans of the series are kind of dying for something new. Map design is wearing thin. Campaigns have deteriorated or don't exist. Monetization and loot boxes have slowly taken over the game. It's time for a change. It's time for Infinity War and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 Activision Edition to step up. Perhaps what I've laid out here in this 20-minute video is a pretty good foundation for the game and its success, but it could just be a pipe dream and just the inane ramblings of a 25-year-old man-child who makes videos about video games for YouTube. Boy, that was oddly specific. I'm pretty good at roasting myself. Either way, every Call of Duty game is a big deal that steals the show, and sometimes for good reasons, sometimes for bad. Either way, I will be there to cover it, and I will give you all my thoughts on the multiplayer reveal and the direction of Call of Duty when it all drops on August 1st. Well, I'll give it to you after that, because I'll need time to prepare it and not just, shit out a video. But what do you think about Modern Warfare and everything so far? Do you think Infinity Ward is gonna knock it out of the park this time and show Treyarch and Sledgehammer Games who the fucking boss is? What feature would you like to see most in this game? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to The Act Man for more awesome content. Alright everyone, that's all I got for today. This is The Act Man signing out. Peace!